SillyPseudonym, play more Nova Drift. And we're going to see if we can't get a better ramming build going today. Salvo is a good early weapon. Helps carry you until you can safely get rid of it. I think I'll do the same with shields. It just doesn't particularly matter. Something that'll help you get through early on. But it's not something I plan to keep around for too long. Well, there's a hull breaker build. Less shields and rate of fire, but you get more crash damage when you go faster. When you crash head on, you can penetrate a destroyed target. In other words, your speed remains. And you do less damage to yourself from crashing, and you have faster recovery. It's a good combination to have. Now you do have to deal with slower weapon regeneration. Rate of fire is down, which for salvos mean we make less missiles over time. But nonetheless, it's not too horrible. I'm curious how the new mods will affect this, because I haven't really tried a hull breaker build since this latest patch update. Do I want hull or do I want regeneration? I think I'll go with the regeneration first. Speed. Yes. Faster we go, the more damage we shall do. Do I want streamline? More thrust, yes. Don't know if I want less crash damage though. Kinetic boost also would be nice. I'll take the kinetic boost. Don't think I want any of these, truth be told. I do want Deadly Wake, however. And I do want armor. As you can tell, we're already fairly powerful. We do have trouble with crowd control, however. No shield, but more plating. And more hull. Or just get burn damage. Let's take the burn damage for now. Keep my shield for the moment. And I'll take the hull strength increase. Damage applies corrosive stacks. Purge, on the other hand, crash damage, as long as I do it head on. Yeah. Could be pretty good. Hidden power. Am I ready for hidden power? I don't think so, but I want to try it nonetheless. I'll take purification here. Burn damage helps my regeneration rate. Hold on one second, people. I will be right with you. of it for me. Never mind then. Corrosion. Or Juggernaut. Or Defiance. I'll take the Corrosion for now. I do want to get Deadly Wake, I think, next time it comes around. Just so I can do a little bit more damage to the enemy. These smaller enemies in particular. Don't have that option here. I could reroll for it, but I think I'll need that later. I'll take the armor stacks, give me regeneration. That will save my life fairly quickly. That means I can take some damage and then heal from it. Okay, this is going to be fun to control. Ooh, give up my shield now? Sure. And I'll take core shielding here. Won't give me any bonus to shield strength, obviously, but it will give me some bonus to hull strength. And I could very much use that about now. Dying Star. I have the regeneration to survive, and it helps with crowd control. But it's also 11 points of damage every second. That's a tricky one. I think I will take Juggernaut here instead. It slows me down a bit, but makes me significantly tankier. Absorption. Obsession could be very useful here, or it could be a trap, and I'm not sure which it is, truth be told. Okay, you have their shields down. Dying Star yet again. You really just want me to take Dying Star, don't you? Aegis is not going to help me. Twin Strike is not going to help me. Stabilization might help me a little bit. If nothing else, it gives me a thrust. Skirmish. More crash damage. Or Adrenal Module. I'll take the Skirmish. As you can tell, my hull regeneration is just keeping up with a lot of this damage. We're going to have to improve that a little bit more if we really want to make it in the late game. But for now, it's going to help keep us around. Can't really complain about that. again, this bite type takes reduced damage from crashing into the enemies. This would not be anywhere near as effective with others. Do I want any of this? I'll take the force armor, but I also might want ataraxia. Let's wait a few and see if I can get that. Because I might be forced to not take any upgrades if I run out of rerolls. Maybe putting the cart before the horse there, but we shall see. Alright, let's go. No. Not into the evil lance. Barely made that one. On the other hand, those enemies were nowhere near as much trouble once I got rid of their shield. Just trying to use the speed bonus to do more damage to the enemies. So as you can tell, I'm moving faster, so I do more damage just from increasing my speed. Of course, I also am more likely to get myself killed, but that's the price we pay. That hurt a little bit. Glad to have armor here, to be certain. Let's see what we can get. Force armor sounds good. There's ataraxia. Blink. Maybe. Blitz. More damage if the enemy has full health. Not particularly useful, it could be useful. Lance. Efficiency. When not firing, do more damage. Terminate. Kill enemies if they're at or below 12% and you damage them. Do I want essence sap? 10% of your maximum hull per second. But stored essence cannot exceed 5% of your maximum hull. I might take that eventually, but not now. Wait until I have a bit more of a late game issue to work through. Scorching Wake I won't, but I also won't Rebuke for more armor stat duration here. Blink. I'll take the Rebuke. None of this particularly useful to me, I don't think, except maybe Essence Sap. I'll spend a reroll. Okay, do I want to just banish all this, including Essence Sap? Ooh, that's a big ask. That's a very big ask. Hypermetabolism could be very good for me here. I don't care about these. I think we're beyond wanting Dying Star, truth be told. More rerolls. This is probably a mistake, but I'm taking it. Just because I want the rerolls and the size decrease. And even the size decrease may be bad here because, after all, I am trying to run into the enemies. Being large enough to actually hit them is useful. But we shall see. I just have to keep my speed up and not run to anything that kills me. Simple, is it not? I think we're seeing a pattern here. More thrust would be good. And the ability to slow down. Pardon me, coming through. And I think you can see why. At least in an older version of the game, this build is my highest scoring one. Probably not if I just keep going slow and not building up the damage bonus, admittedly, but... Now, we did not have this earlier. Spontaneous generation does actually help me, though. Probably not very much, truth be told. Agility could, though. Just faster turning. Singularity is not good. I don't have to worry about that enemy, at least. Goodbye, cruel world. This is a lot of enemies on the screen at once. Let's narrow that field a bit. Clear things out. And we're doing pretty well so far. Regeneration is better than I expected, considering we got rid of hypermetabolism. Strafe. Not sure how often I'll use strafe, but more thrust is good. Apotheosis is not what we're looking for here. We do want to be able to hit the enemy. None of these are useful. Blink. Only recursive wild mods. Ooh, that's a big ask considering how much I saved. I'll take the blink and maybe get displacement. Oh, that triggers the rebuke. Okay. actually means I may wish to be careful with it, because that removes my armor stacks, turns my armor stacks into an offensive weapon, but that impairs my regeneration rate too, so 'tis an issue. Not sure what that chain reaction was about, but I'll take anything that kills the enemies before it kills me. Not too shabby. Alright, last time we died to one of your little engine things. Yeah, engine blue orb thingamajiggers. I don't even know what they call these. Thingies. That's going to be my title for them from now on, thingies. And by for now on, I mean probably this episode, and then I'll forget. Trying to slow down strategically here, shall we say. I don't want Celestial Lance. Do I want Evolutionary Niche? I already have Voids. I don't know if that hurts me that much. My unique abilities are improved by 10%, so I take less damage and I have higher recovery. That doesn't sound too bad. Phantom Strike. No. Displacement. Okay, I'll take a displacement. I don't think any of these help me at all. Last Stand I guess I could take, but usually at this stage, if you die, even if you're reborn at the same amount of health you have, you probably aren't going to last much longer, much less at the significantly lower health that you have to be after rebirth. No shields, no Last Stand, no Apotheosis. Slipstream, less friction but more damage. I'll take a Slipstream, sure. I think going more vertically is better for this build than going horizontally, just because you cover less space. And you get a little extra time not quite on the map. Which lets you recover a tiny bit. This is the kind of build that, as Rito of Retromation fame would say, gets you big numbers. Chaotic Ambition. Sure. There are pretty much only recursive wild mods I want to take right now. I'm trying to think if there's any normal mod I want anymore. And that is still available. That's not the one I want, though. Nor is that one. I'll take a Rampage. More shields and hull, more damage. And all I have to do is keep doing what I have been doing. I don't really... Yeah, do I really care? Weapon damage doesn't help me. Doing more burn damage helps, but I'm mostly doing most of my damage by hitting enemies. Another rampage? Another rampage. I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to see what actually kills me when it happens. It'll just be another blur on the screen. Shields can do it, but only if they last long enough for me to be significantly hurt by them. Still bouncing off these shields. That's going to be an issue. It means I won't be able to really take care of them unless I'm always going very, very quickly. Which means I cannot maneuver around hazards. So I've got to hope that my regeneration can keep up with the damage being taken here. It's done surprisingly well so far. I was expecting it to be a little bit more troublesome. But don't worry, the enemies will scale far faster than we will. That will take care of us eventually. But apparently not quite yet. Slow down to let the experience points catch up to me. Let's see how we handle version 2. Apparently it wasn't that much more troublesome than version 1. What about you? Nope, not too much trouble either. Yeah, we're going to bounce off a shield and run into an enemy engine trail or something like that. That's what's going to kill us. That or lots of mines. Slowing down is going to kill us too much. Slowing down too much is what will kill us, yeah. Ah, well. Going too fast will kill us. We're dying one way or the other. I don't think Orbs of Discord can help us out much here. I'll take Evolutionary Niche, though. None of these useful. None of these are useful either. Same. Slipstream, more damage, less friction. I think we're doing enough damage, truth be told. Decoherence, lose all rerolls and never gain any more. I may want to do that and just get Ataraxia going. Let's try something else, but that's an option. Scorching Wake. Don't have that yet, do we? No. That could help a lot in our damage output. I have no shields. I have no weapons. Last Stand's really not going to help. Another Scorching Wake it is, then. Yes, this is what I was thinking in terms of helping with crowd control. For a second there. Ooh, Revelation. I wouldn't mind Defiance, but Revelation to get 3 of whatever our next upgrade is for wild mods. Think I want it. Ooh, if I don't die here, gads. Probably should not run quite so much through the middle of the waves like that, but I feel a bit slower. Did that last body upgrade slow me down for some reason? I'm not sure. This is what could kill me. But not this time. $15 levels? What can I tell you with 15 levels, though? That would be, a lot of upgrade points, I guess. So that would get me, yeah, a nice chunk of damage. And a little bit of shields, and, well, not shields, but hull and thrust. Let's look for something a little bit more. Scorching Wake, just lots of fireballs. I was hoping for armor plating, truth be told. Let's go look for it. I'm not seeing it, though. Ooh. Should have stuck with what I had, huh? Masochism? Or just Last Stand. Let's take Last Stand. It's almost certainly not going to help me out anywhere, but for a brief shining moment, we will continue living after we die. And then explode again, I'm almost certain. But hey, until then, Singularity. Let's try to avoid that one. So ridiculous, this. almost got me. This is when I wish I had taken one hypermetabolism. Just one. Maybe two. Another singularity. Didn't we just fight you? Or fight you at least? Have you come through and avoided you? I'm moving too fast. I can't be pulled in unless I go directly towards it or something close to that. Okay. I think I made a mistake in how I chose my wild mods a bit. I feel like there's a much stronger build here with just a few different selections. But this one's working well enough for now. Can't complain too much about something that can one-shot enemies like that. Trying to take a moment to regenerate my hull. Another scorching wake or slipstream. Let's just take a slipstream, more damage. And who needs friction anyway? And without armor stacks, I would have died there. Armor and the regeneration I got from it is what saved me. Stop throwing so many singularities around. It's bothersome. It's also going to kill me. Didn't I just fight you? Go away. Wave 200. I don't know if I can survive this one. Oh, I didn't. There's last stand for you. I survived wave 200. You can't take that away from me. Trying to reorient myself a little bit here. Too many mines. Ah, well. Anyway, not even enough to crack the new top 10, but yeah, as you can tell, that can be a very powerful build if you get the right luck into the right wild mods, and do a little bit better, I think, would have helped me in selecting them, but you can see why it can be a very powerful build. As ever, thank you all for stopping by.